You're watching Election Coverage 2018 from WVONTV.com.
Scott Johnson says he's lived in Madison County his entire life and lives in the northern part, which he now wants to represent on the Democratic ticket for Magistrate for District 2. Johnson, who says he currently serves on 8 different nonprofit boards, came in for his 2-minute sit-down and we spoke about his platform, in which he praised local police, talked about the economic growth for the northern part of the county, and the problems of the overcrowded detention center.
I was born and raised here in Madison County, educated. Now I'm raising my family here. I've seen the strengths and needs that we have for our community, and serving on 8 different nonprofit boards has gave me an eye-opening of things that we need to focus on for the future. I was born and raised here in Madison County. I grew up in Berea, actually, but lived in North Madison County now for almost 20 years. With the growth that Madison County's had in the 2nd District, the new school coming, I think there's lots of opportunities still for economic growth. There's a new gas station, grocery store opening up at Exit 97. So it shows that people believe that there is opportunities there, and to make things, a lot of people live in the north part of the county. They don't even come to Richmond. They really work and live mostly in Lexington, but they just sleep in Madison County. So I want to be able to bring those people, let them see that there's things to do here in Richmond, and make sure they're engaged with us as Madison Countyans. You only have so much money to work with as a fiscal court, and some of the stresses that they deal with every day is with the jail being overcrowded. The drug epidemic is another thing that's putting a huge burden on all different entities in our state and county. So, a budget is something that's very important. I mean, are they always perfect? No, but you learn from them and you try to correct them and make sure you stick to it as close as you can every year. So, the jail itself being overcrowded like it is, and trying to put something in place to relieve the crowding or rebuild is a tough decision to make, because you're dealing with millions and millions of dollars of taxpayer dollars. The rehabilitation center is something I know that Judge Taylor is working hard on, and it costs $25 a day for someone to be in jail. That's a lot of money when you're that many, and so when we're out of space, if there's ways that we can take some of these people and put them back into society and give them a second chance, because everybody deserves a second chance. Sometimes they just had a way they were brought up. A lot of it starts at home, is what we're finding out, is how come they get into this repetitive cycle with what they've seen and grown up with. But I think, I believe in supporting is education with starting with as early as, unfortunately, elementary now. You hear stories over and over again about kids coming to school and talking about things they're seeing at home. And I know Officer Purdy, for one, has done a phenomenal job of trying to educate our youngsters about what not to do in life. And I think that's going to be a lot of the things for the future, is to educate people early. I'd be honored to serve as 2nd District Magistrate. I have spent countless hours devoting my time to the community, and it means the world to me. I have a senior and a freshman this year, so I want to instill that there's something for the future for them in Madison County. There's so much to offer here and so much more potential. I want to make sure that I'm a part of that, and I want to be part of the leadership that helps guide that to the future.
Stay tuned for all the election coverage at WBONTV.com. I'm Marissa Hempel.